Join me as I dive into history and uncover why so many Nigerians feared General Sani Abacha. General Sani Abacha, a name that sent shivers down the spine of many Nigerians today. As a military leader, he ruled Nigeria from 1993 to 1998, a period marked by fear, oppression, and human rights abuses. It was an atmosphere of palpable dread, where anyone who dared to speak up or speak out against the regime was swiftly dealt with. One of the primary reasons Nigerians feared Abacha was his brutal authoritarian governance. He ruled with an iron fist, crushing any form of opposition or dissent. His regime was characterized by a culture of silence, where people were too afraid to express their opinions or criticize the government. The fear of arrest, imprisonment, or even death was ever present, and many Nigerians lived in a state of constant anxiety. Another reason for the fear of Abacha's appalling human rights record is regime was notorious for its use of torture, arbitrary arrests, and extrajudicial killings. The Nigerian security forces under Abacha's command operated with impunity, committing heinous crimes against innocent civilians. The memories of his regime atrocities still haunt many Nigerians today. Abacha's suppression of dissent was another key factor in the fear that gripped Nigerians during his rule. His ban on all forms of political activism, civil society organization, and the independent media outlets. Anyone who dared to challenge his regime was swiftly silenced, often through violent means. The once vibrant Nigerian civil society was reduced to a mere shadow of its former self, as people were too afraid to speak out against the regime. The fear of Abacha's regime was further fueled by his government's emasculation of the judiciary and the legislature. He manipulated the constitution by bypassing the rule of law and governing by decrees. The independence of the judiciary and the legislature was eroded, leaving Nigerians without any recourse to justice or protection from the state. During Abacha's regime, there were several incidents that highlighted the depth of fear that Nigerians lived in. One of such incidents was the imprisonment of political opponents, including Chief MKO Abiola, the presumed winner of the 1993 presidential election. Abiola was arrested and detained for years, sparking widespread protest and international condemnation. Another infamous incident was the Abacha's loot scandal, where the regime allegedly looted millions of dollars from the Nigerian treasury. The scandal was never fully investigated, and many believe that the Abacha's family and cronies still enjoy the spoils of that corrupt rule today. The assassination of political figures was another hallmark of Abacha's regime. In 1995, the wife of Chief Kudirat Abiola was assassinated in Lagos, sparking widespread outrage and protest. The regime's role in her murder was never fully investigated, but many believed that it was a state-sponsored killing. The crackdown on the protest was another pivotal moment that epitomized the fear surrounding Abacha's rule. In 1996, a group of Nigerian activists, including the renowned writer Ken Saro-Wiwa, were arrested, tried, and executed for their alleged role in sponsoring militia groups in the Niger Delta. The execution sparked international outrage, but Abacha's regime remained defiant, determined to crush any form of dissent. One of the most defining moments of Abacha's regime was the infamous Ogoni 9 execution. The regime's brutal suppression of the Ogoni's people's struggle for environmental justice and resource control was a stark reminder of the length to which Abacha would go to maintain his grip on power. All of this, in summary, General Sani Abacha regime was a dark period in Nigeria's history, marked by fear, oppression, and human rights abuses. His authoritarian governance, suppression of dissent, and emasculation of the judiciary and legislature created a culture of silence and fear that still haunts Nigeria today. What do you think about Abacha's legacy? Do you believe his regime had a lasting impact on Nigeria's political landscape? Share your thoughts in the comment below. Thank you.